Hey everyone, it's Exorcist. How you doing? I've just finished work and I've been excited to do this all day. So I'll just show you a few things. So, been in Royal Trials. We have the premium rewards. So just going through those. It doesn't look like it's going to be too hard to climb to the top of there, but you do have to have the premium in order to get the new unit. Not sure what I think about that. Putting the new unit behind a paywall, not great in my opinion. A lot of people will be very, very, very annoyed with that, especially as it's so overpowered at the minute. I'll show you some gameplay in a minute just to show you what it can do, and make you probably even more annoyed that it's behind a paywall. So sorry for that if it does annoy people straight away. But yeah, the one thing I wanted to show you is if you're wondering how to get crystals, your magic crystals to upgrade your legendary units. So as with here in the league, once you get to this stage, you can enter the magic lab and do your 5 trades per season, where you can trade in a legendary card for a magic crystal. You can also do that in Clan Wars. Whoops. Notification at the wrong time. You can also do that in Clan Wars. Basically, once you get up here, the Magic Lab is right here on the right hand side, and you can enter there and do exactly the same thing. So I'm not exactly sure whether or not this will reset with every stage of the Clan War, or whether or not you just get 5 per Clan War. So yeah, we've got to see that. But anyway, there you go. Those are the 2 locations for the Magic Lab, on the ladder and in the Clan Wars tournament there on the right hand side. So if you scroll up from the finish line, from the start line, you've got it right there, so you can get extra crystals that way. Why I'm so excited is I can finally upgrade my Inquisitor to max level. So I have the 20 crystals, I have the cash money, I can add a knight statue. Let's add all of those. Let's add 3 more. I've already got rid of all of my clock of power in an attempt to try and get this by exchanging that for crystals. So here we go, level 12 Inquisitor, 21 crystals, 10 legendary cards from the Kingdom of Light faction, 120,000 coins, upgrades. We are maxed out on Inquisitor. That is going to be insane, and as you can see, we've got an extra 15% crit as well, taking us up. So I am really, really looking forward to using that one. So that is an absolute beast now. And what's quite good about that one is we've still got 5 cards left, so we can exchange those for crystals, because obviously we can't go over the maximum level. On to the second thing I wanted to tell you about. So if you go into Royal Trials, in the shop, as usual, there are many, many packs. So you can use these if you want to get the robot. I got the pack, so I have the robot. I was really, really lucky and got 2. So we can upgrade this one already. So we go to upgrade, and it looks like once you're below a certain level, you don't actually need crystals to level up. So what we can do is just throw in 1 Corsair, because obviously it has to be from the Technogenic faction, from the same faction. So we can upgrade that one straight away. I think we might even be able to do it once more. No. Okay, so at level 7 you don't need crystals. At level 8 is when you start requiring crystals. So yeah, to go from 8 to 9, you do start to need crystals too, and then it increments after that, more and more crystals for each level up. And as you saw, the maximum one is for 12 to 13, and that requires 20 crystals. I think 11 to 12 is 15, and I think 10 to 11 is 10, and it'll go down. I think it's like maybe like 6, 4, and 2. So I think this was 2. Yeah, so 2, 4, 6. Yeah, maybe 8, 10, 15, 20, so something like that. So yeah, obviously as you go up the scale, it increments. So yeah, I think what we should do now is take these two for a spin. So I want to try robot in normal PvP ladder, basically because in Royal Trials everything's normalized. So let me just show you this really quickly. So there are two modes: Arena, which is for the lower mode. So this is the easier mode for people that haven't reached certain criteria. If we go to the decks, you can see that there are two different leagues. So there's Arena and League. To be eligible for the top one, you have to have reached League 1 and have at least 1,000 critical damage. In that mode, it is harder, but it earns you more points. So that'll get you up the crown scale quicker. However, I wouldn't worry about that. As usual, there are the usual suspects at the top that have already got thousands and thousands. So when it comes to events and things like that, I don't tend to try and compete with the top because it just requires so much time, so much money, and everything like that. Like, these people are buying tickets and stuff like that to upgrade. So unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get the vampire, the Dracula clapping emoji, because you have to be in the top 20. I don't think we're going to make that. I'm not going to invest because I think it's only open for a few days, 3 days and 7 hours left. And I'm only at 2,600, so I'm not going to catch these up. So there's absolutely no point in me even going for it. So I will be happy, maybe top 50, maybe top 100. Yeah, I'm really not going to bother that much with this one. I don't think it would take too much to get into the top 100. It's only 4,100 at the minute, and I've hardly used any of my tickets, so that'll be fine. But anyway, let's play a game here. You can use the common tickets or the night tickets. If you use the common tickets, you just get the normal amount. If you use the night tickets, you get an extra 150% onto your crowns. Obviously making you climb the ladder quicker, also making you buy the tickets. So yeah, that's the game you have to play. I think with Rush Royale and events, it is unfortunately pay to win. And yeah, those guys at the top, as much as I know them all, they're mad. Even more mad than me. So let's see what we get in Royal Trials. So in Royal Trials, everything is sort of equalized, but you can choose your own deck. You can choose your hero that you're going to use and the equipment that you're going to give that hero as well. So that's the only thing that sort of differentiates the two players, is your sort of hero and the levels there. The unit levels, I think, are normalized. I think the crit is 1,000%, so it does level the playing field somewhat. But obviously with the higher level heroes, you get the higher level benefits. So this has taken a long time. It's been quicker than this a few times I've played. I think I'm playing a pretty random deck at the moment as well. I think it's INQUIZ, Ivy, Hex, Cold Mage, and Bombardier. Basically, because I was just playing around with stuff to try and get the maximum amount of points possible. But we're playing against quite a normal deck here, quite the typical Ink Stasis deck. So it'd be quite interesting to see how this performs. I've just literally put it together, but because Harlequin, Shaman, Mime, Summoner and stuff like that are used with so many decks, they run out of energy really quickly, so you get a lower amount of points. So I do like the fact that this encourages you to use different cards, different decks, different strategies, things that you've never tried before. I do like the creative element of the game. It makes you think about it, makes you think about the card synergy and stuff like that, what's going to work. And obviously we know Ivy Hex, Inquisitor Hex, strong, and then we've got the slow in there with the Coal Mage and the Bombardier. But I think Rush Royale even put in their post a few recommended decks, which are the standard decks really: Inquisitor Hex, Inquisitor Stasis, Demonologist, and then there was also Crystal Mancer and I think Bomber and Executioner was in there as well. Corsair and Executioner. So yeah, there's lots to choose from. But yeah, it's just a case of getting to grips with the different cards, what they do, and learning some different ways of playing them, which I really like. I do tend to get bored with the amount of Inquisitor Stasis, Inquisitor Hex, Corsair, Executioner. It just get very samey. That's one of the reasons I love Faction Blessings so much. Is it really shakes up the meta. You see some different decks. I mean, okay, every now and again you get Shaman meta, which we all know and love, but it only lasts a week, and then we can move on, and then there's something different. I'm sure this week we're going to see lots of Corsair, lots of Robot from people that have got it. So another variation, but I think we'll see a lot of Corsair Executioner. Again, I think that's going to become pretty standard meta for quite a long time. Here we go, the first boss is getting pushed around a little bit. Only one Inquiz on the board, Tribunal next, so unexpectedly this deck is actually doing okay. I mean, obviously the gadget's going to help, but I mean with Inquisitor and with Hex and Ivy, it's a good combination straight away. But I do think there's going to become a point, probably around Bannerlord, when we do start to struggle. So let's just upgrade our main 3 units, not worry about slow and stun yet. Let's just try and get our damage up, so hopefully we can get through Bannerlord when that comes around. Might need to try and get some better units, but as you can see, this mode, the Royal Trial, when you haven't got Harlequin or Dryad or something like that, or Summoner, it's harder to get the levels up because you haven't got the mana to just keep summoning and merge. I mean, you could probably counter that if you have Trickster, Mana Staff, the Sturdy Staff. You could probably counter it with that and offset that a little bit, but you obviously lose the benefits of Gadget. But I think it's probably a case of, with like 1 or 2 cards, you're going to have to take a hit and win less points. So have sort of Harlequin and Summoner in every deck, or Dryad, whichever your favourite is. Let's see, we got hit there. Yeah, whatever your favourite is, and have it in every deck, and just accept the fact that you're going to lose some points. Okay, so we've got a tier 3 ink. We've got no Ivy, now we've got tier 3 Ivy. There we go. Okay, we haven't got much slow or stun. We've actually got a pretty decent board now. Right, it's obviously not world beating, and on like the standard meta, it would, on the ladder, it would probably struggle. But Yeah, I think this is probably one of the first decks I've ever played that hasn't got at least one of Summoner, Harlequin, Dryad, Mine. I mean, normally almost every deck has at least one of those. The Bannerlord wasn't too bad. So we get all of our units up to max. I don't think we're going to need Cold and the Stun, really. We're doing pretty well. He's only just got rid of his Bannerlord, so I think once we start getting 2 or 3 Bannerlords, he could be in some serious trouble. See, in this mode, Puppeteer is going to hurt, because you're going to get like the reductions in the levels. Like if that goes down to level 3, level 2, that's sort of 1100 mana you're going to have to pay to get your units leveled back up again. And in this mode, it's a lot. As you can see, I've got 1600, so if I had to pay out like 1100 now, I'd only be able to summon 1 unit. Nah, he's taking a hit here, I think, and he's right down to level 1. I don't think even his stasises are going to save him. I think he's going to take a hit this time, and he may even quit after that. I've seen a lot of that. As soon as they sort of lose a life or any hearts at all, they tend to quit. But let's see. He might make it. Yeah, he's going to make it. Yeah, tidy. Okay, bring on the Bannerlords, because I think that's going to be a big problem. See, he's just spent a lot of his mana getting straight up to max with Inquisitor and Stasis, so he's lucky it's Tamer next. Because if it was something like Warlock or Bedlam, something like that, Tribunal even, that would wipe out some of his board, he'd be in real trouble because he wouldn't have much to summon back with. So yeah, this is Royal Trials. I mean, I pretty much just want it to be over now. I want to go and see what Max and Quiz and Robot are doing. But we'll do that on the normal ladder, so as we don't have these restrictions, so as we can see what it can do, see what the damage output is from those 2 bad boys. But I just love this, just listen to all that, like that, those balloons pop in, pop, 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 pop. Gotta love Ivy Hex. There we go. So he did concede Naps from Immortals, good game. Yeah, just running the standard INQUIZ Stasis deck with Demonologist. Yeah, but there you go. Anyway, right. So yeah, things are normalized, as you can see. 1000 crit. All of our units. Yeah, they're normalized too. So legendaries are all level 9. Common is max level. Epic is level 11. So yeah, like I said, the only thing that's not normalized are the heroes and the equipment that you put on your heroes. And then you get this here, so you get victory, an added amount for whether or not you're in leagues or arena, an added amount for whether or not you used common ticket or a night ticket, and then you also get a reduction based on what the energy level of the units that you use to fight with are. So we come out with 225, and then as you can see, you see the drain in the battery. So you got 4 for each character, which means they can play four times basically before you get absolutely 0 points for having them in the game. So you can go ahead and replace and use up the energy of some of your other ones. So, for example, what I could do here is I could have Corsair, and I could have Exec, and I could have... Ooh, what have we got? So we could use... What else have we got? So we could use Frost Slow, we could even use Night Statue, we saw that worked earlier, and then maybe for the right units we could maybe use Mine. I mean, I know that's a pretty random deck, just slung together, but Corsair, Executioner, and it's full charge level, if you like, so they're all at 4, all at full health, so they will get you maximum points, and that's basically what I think one of the best things about this mode is it forces you to try different things, different combinations, and come up with different stuff. But yeah, then you can go ahead and you collect your rewards as you go up the ladder, just as you would with the normal PvP season. But here you go. I think this is what you're all here for. So let's see what Robot can do in normal PvP. So someone else is doing exactly the same thing. So this is Geekslup from Moth. And they've literally just insta-quit. I was really excited because we were going to have almost a mirror matchup. But it's interesting that he's got Demonologist, so it's probably for extra mana, so he can just summon, and then spam to get the best out of Robot with the extra bonuses that you get for each summon. So actually, let's do that. That's not a bad idea. Let's put in Demonologist, and then we won't have stasis. It's taking up board space. So let's try it, because you would need sort of 2, 3, 4 stasis to be really effective, and you need to concentrate on leveling those up as well. So yeah, this way I suppose you're just concentrating on leveling up the one unit. So hopefully we don't get an insta-quit. Wouldn't mind just a bot, just so we can see it in action. Here we go. It is a bot, but let's give him the emote just because I got it today. So at the start, they can't attack at all. So they're just passive units at that point. So as soon as you merge the first one, then they can just attack single target. So what we're going to do is save at least one level 1 and try and summon and merge as much as we can. So we'll try and merge just with Mime so we get maximum efficiency. So we're up to 3, up to 4, up to 5. And already, just with the tier 1 and the tier 2, like it's insane. I know that's on an amulet square. Whoa, tier 4, nice. We can merge that one out. So what we'll do here is merge out. Let's try and get up to 20 as quickly as we can. Apologies if you can hear my dog barking in the background. He's obviously heard something he doesn't like. And he's off. Go get a boy. So yeah, I think this is going to be something you're going to have to be super aggressive with in terms of merging, and then sort of settle down once you get to 20. So we're at 10. As you can see, he's now got 2 guns and he's got some shiny lights. So our robot is turning into a bit of a Terminator. To that. So we can get to 20 and see what this absolute beast does then. So we're at 13. Just getting mines. Do it. Let's merge these out. They're at 15. Take some more mana. See already, this is absolutely insane. Is he 15? Now he's got the flashing ears. Are they ears? Robots have ears. Now we're at 16. So it is a little bit fiddly to try and get them together and leveled up, get the merges. Yeah, might take some getting used to, but this is seriously overpowered. Already, I mean, look, I've got 3 active units really. So we're at 19. Let's sacrifice that guy. Okay, so now we're full on shooting with the robots. And that is just crazy. The attack speed is literally, the projectiles are almost a straight line. I was hoping we were going to get tier 6 then. But, oh my days. So it stops counting at 20. Oh, please survive. Please survive. No! Oh, I wanted him to survive so we could see the damage against the boss, but that was absolutely crazy. So getting it up to level 20 is going to take some getting used to and playing around with and optimizing. But once you're there, man, and with that deck, you're going to get some really good mana per second as well. And then, yeah, the max level INQUIZ. So happy to finally have that one. But yeah, robot is going to be very prevalent, I think, in this meta, especially for people that get it over the next couple of days. So this week is going to be all about the cyborgs. But yeah, I think that's it from me. Just wanted to show you quickly leveling up to max INQUIZ, having the robot, leveling that up, where to find your new crystals, and then a little bit about Royal Trials as well. So hopefully you found some of this a little bit helpful, and you've got to see Robot in action, even if it was just for a few seconds. But yeah, you can get the mechanics from that, and what sort of decks you're going to need to build. But yeah, a good day. Okay, thanks everyone for joining me. If you've sent me any messages, I'll get back to you afterwards. But yeah, this is Hex Assist. Take care, guys.